Yes. Okay. Right. Timetable. It's 12:30. Where is everybody? Where's Mr. Coventry? Where's Doyle? We don't know. Coventry is unknown as well. Well, we can go try. We have all the keys now. So it's been about 14 years of play at this point as Insane. 90% of your time playing IRL, 10% from online with people around the world during COVID. Okay, right. Let's have a quick shufty and listen. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. What in heaven's name? Right, well, I'm seeing scraps of something under the search under. He's got one of the markings. Something marked under the bed there, but I can't make it out the details. I'll need to move the bed. Some runes. Mr. Finn must have dropped them. Oh. Drag marks. It looks like this bed was moved recently. A very familiar looking sigil. Same marking under Miss Dean's bed. Was he an intended victim? Was he meant to walk to his fate too? Then why was he attacked? Was he attacked and taken? Is there another party involved, or did the kidnappers find themselves needing to act suddenly for some reason? So this is why we can't find him. He was taken. Druidic sack. Nothing in there. Nothing in the bin. That's where he's been sleeping. His staff. A red grouse. Can't see anything. Okay. A lot of your remaining sanity and health to having crazy Monday D&D sessions. It's a bit of a year. I'm glad the Monday gain has been something to help you through it. This is Mr. O'Finn's circlet. This is his staff. These markings inscribed on it, what do they mean? Research the secret of the staff. Go on then, we'll check his bedroll. Looks like he slept on the floor by the fire. Might this have saved him from the magical trap under the bed had he not been kidnapped? Alright, let's check his pouch. Casting of the bones. Bag full of ritual components. Maybe a flute, bones, stones of Orgum carved into them. A tiny bird skull. This could really only belong to Mr. O'Finn. Wait. These symbols on the bag, they're the same as Miss Dean had in her notes. Does this mean Mr. O'Finn is also descended from those ancient bloodlines? What, would that be why he was taken too? Alright, we got bloodline stuff. Okay, right. You're doing a lot of Google and Windows account, well, to avoid the data being used or tracked. Yeah, I try and do what I can when I can in the terms of that. Right, let's have a listen. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Doesn't mean there is. They could just be sleeping or being very quiet. Alright, we've got 26 minutes to make the most of our rooting through people's stuff. Cufflinks. Single cufflinks. Where's its counterpart? Well, we know Miss Lau mentioned that. Letter instructing that on the event of his death, all of Mr. Comfrey's assets is be transferred to Walter Blake. Okay. Anything under the bed? Nope. Anything in the nightstand? Just some regular old stationery. Don't have his boots. Clothes. Nightstand. Just a regular looking book. Is he taking small supplies? Sleeping pills. His schedule. I think we have his schedule already. Leather folder. Work correspondence addressed to Simon Coventry. Appears to be a listing of ring sizes along with some figures listing the prices of requested diamonds for Coventry's jeweler business. Yeah, I guess we have the majority of his schedule. Portrait of a lady. Is this Miss Dean? This is unexpected. There's a bunch of paintings. Painting supplies. History book. Local book. So he's been taking stuff out of the library. There's painting supplies. Not super helpful. Book of Blake family history in the manor. It's been well read and annotated. Book of the region. All Blake's holdings are marked on it. For a man driven so much by his wife's recent death, he has no mementos of her in his room.
I should close the mystery of the kidnapped person's identity. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Alright. Our kidnapped person. Mysteries. Where's Finn? Only seems to write in Ogham. Alright, let's just make our hypothesis. Goal was to protect the land as it is his ancient duty as a descendant of the Milesian rulers. I know what happened here!
So Mr. O'Finn is of an ancient bloodline of Milesian sorceress.
We did indeed get into the basement. We waited for them to start loading boxes down there. We were able to sneak in and get a bunch of keys, solve one mystery as well. And now we're on the case of a missing person. Somebody's kidnapped the druid.
As is Miss Dean. Is that why they've gone missing? There are 3 such bloodlines. Is there a descendant of that third line? If so, then who?
It's what was this? That Pentesto? Is that expensive where you are then? Among the cheapest and among the best services. Oh, dial go down. Dial go down. Second light has gone out. I wonder what effect that will have on the seance. Wonder if I have gathered enough element to eliminate other suspects. Potentially, actually. There's a chance that... Who's he what's it? Where is he? Hunter has large boots. No, it doesn't say those were his boots specifically. The motives... has studied the manor grounds in detail. Think, create a hypothesis. And it's haunted by... I think it is shadowy figure. Or I guess to escape doesn't make any sense. No, that can't be it. What if it's a place of power and it's still you? Or a shadowy figure and it's you? No. Portal's definitely involved. Want to... return to... Doesn't this make sense? They're trapped there. Unless it's not the escaping thing. Maybe it's the... want to forge. Portal through hard work. Yeah. Unless it's the shadowy figure. Nope. Yeah, I'm like. Apparently we have all the right clues here, but I'm kind of stuck on, like... Manor is haunted by... Presumably it's either shadowy figure or the old gods. Whose name is... Unless we go shadowy figure... These are all... Whose name is the old guards. They want to escape the Is that the underworld bit? Through portal. Do we have still written documents that make sense to us? Learned. Irish Underworld Afterlife. Home to the Tuath de Dinan and the Fae. I guess it could be Fae then, maybe? Nope. Haunted by Fae. His name is Shadowy Figure. Nope, didn't think so. Yeah, this one is like we know the guy that was hammering the thing was the Gobinu, right? Like, Morrigan's got a crows around. Brid is the goddess of death, and Kalish is the hag god. They didn't seem particularly malevolent. As we go, that Morrigan. No. Have we done process elimination of all of these? Yeah, because I don't think the shadowy figure is trying to get back into the underworld thing, right? I think they're trying to bust on out because they're pissed. No. Okay. We're going to ignore that still for a bit longer. I guess we... Missing person. Is there something else connected there? Research the secrets of the staff. Okay, so it wants us to go to the library. Right, nothing else in here relevant. Not really. A book, but we know... Oh no, this is Contrary's room, isn't it? So think of the other room. He doesn't read. Are you going to go and do some other stuff? Have a good day and holidays, you too, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Right, we've also been in there. That's unoccupied. Right, so we've searched every room now, right? We have access to everything. So these are showing us locked. Have we not been in here? It's not the room Stein stayed in. Yeah, I know, but it's not locked. Yeah, like, I don't know why it's showing us locked. Yeah, because in Smash Mirror and that. Yeah, we've definitely been in here. Is it because we hadn't had the key when we came in last time? So... No, it's still showing us red. Interesting. We actually have the catacombs on here. It is from the walled garden. Specifically. Okay, yeah, it's the only way is from the walled garden. Or here. Alright. We've got 18 minutes. Dara hypothesis, act on Fear Callahan, additional actions on the mind map. Okay, we have a Dara hypothesis, wrong thing. We should probably do that as well. Mr. Hunter. So we'll be able to confront him, presumably. Though probably don't confront him in the basement because we're not supposed to be down there. Hunter's goal is to protect Miss McLeod to... oh no, it's going to be bind Miss Dean to protect... oh no, Miss McLeod from harm?
Mr. Hunter placed a binding spell on Miss Dean just before she went missing. I should find and confront him about this.
Yeah, but we'll do it when he's not in the basement. Because otherwise we're going to get shooed away and probably kicked out of the hotel. Anything else we want to poke and prod and do? Actually, do we have a map of the basement now? I guess we might do. Men's dormitory, West Tower, laundry. Ah, okay, so that's going to be potentially kitchens. So we have a couple more doors here we can maybe get to. Alright, if we go in via the West Tower, we don't need to go past them, right? I guess West Tower, right? We can use these doors now. Well, in theory, we should be able to. Yeah. And just down the corridor there? No, boxes in the way. Manager's quarters. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Like I need a different, probably more specific key. Okay. The wine cellar. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. Hey, we found where the booze is. Crate of wine, Bannon and Kuhnen. Just red wine. I guess we can find out what kind of drugs we were fed last night. High enough investigation, right? Why this barrel in particular? Okay, we know that barrel's highlightable. Logbook. As is that keg. Okay, no, maybe it's just always that one in the rack. See, is it this one in the rack? No, so it's just a few. The wine list. Aha, we have a combo as well. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be secret entrance, is it? There's scrape marks or anything? Right, we've got 18 minutes. I'm going to try the log first. Log of inventory, which casks have been opened and when. Okay, we're 100% checking this, right? There's a room for more wine in this place than hotel could ever possibly need. Okay, no, it wasn't relevant. Have we received a 4-digit code? Also, key. 4-digit code. I think. What's that keg? I think nothing. Box of wine. I suppose it's better than a bag of wine. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time in here. Just in case. Servants' Hall. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. More pianos. Clipboard. Clean your dishes. Common and Co. Wine. Eels. Apostle. Okay, why is that spelled backwards? That's going to be significant, probably. Strange note. I wonder what it means. It look. Make a record of it. Calendar from local business. Advertisement for a local dance happening next week. Seems not everyone is pulling their weight down here. Note stating that all staff will be needed on site for the duration of the ball. Shopping list. Local list of tradespeople. So I guess we have to find a reverse apostle. Seems like everything. Maybe it's best to move on, not to push my luck by being here any longer. Okay, so this was the main thing. Yeah, but as long as I don't press the time, I'm fine. Trolley, cleaning products. I think more staff rotas. Do I have a full staff rota though now? Mr. Varley, you're probably at the front desk. Probably. Kind of feel like we want to push our luck a bit. No, so Mrs. Joyce. And what's in the pantry? What needs to be used by the end of the month? Recording the movements. Okay, so we have everyone's movements. How warm is that tea? Okay. Not that there's anywhere I can really hide in this room anyway. I know I need to drown my sorrows, but why does it have to be wine? I take it we're not a big fan of wine then, Sky. Women's dorm. Can't hear anything. Is it worth trying to get in? Different key for that. Okay, yeah. I thought there might be something along those lines. Oh, can I over... Can't get past these boxes. Should come back later when they've finished the delivery. Yeah, but can I eavesdrop from here? Okay, we want the Apostle wine. Mirrored. All red wines, yeah, okay. Mostly white wines. Nothing, 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 nothing. The keg that got cracked. Full of wine, I'm sure, or perhaps it's beer. Ah, no, okay, it's giving us the thing. But it's reversed, so 7871. Come on. Come on, and... There you go. Right, well I want that key. Small key, small enough to go unmissed, one would hope. Manager's quarters. Ah, lovely stuff. Also, I clicked outside the wrong window. Right. Seems like everything. Maybe I best move on and not push my luck. List of places in the manor all struck off. Is somebody looking for something? Anything else? No. Alright. Okay. Right. That closed on its own. Guess the ghosts are in here with me. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone is on the other side. You loathe wine. Vodka, whiskey, or beer. I will have a nice glass of wine with a meal. Definitely. Beer is just a drink to have. And then the spirit of choice is obviously always vodka or rum. I'm not good with whiskey. It disagrees with me normally. It fits. Right. We've got 7 minutes, but let's make the most of this. Can't see anything of note. Nothing catches my eye. Have his trunk. Research? Okay, we could spend a minute doing that. Collection of notes on guest movements and interaction, mostly focused on Miss Dean. Where did she go? It's written alongside them. Seems that Mr. Varley doesn't believe she left in the middle of the night after all. Alright, well, we have something to ask. Nothing of note. Bedside. Nothing. What's with the weird red clock? 37, 22, 34. Combination to his safe. He had a safe in the manager's office, didn't he? Scrawled series of numbers, tucked carefully away. Seems like everything. Maybe I should best move on, not push my luck. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. There is this trunk as well. I can do 5 minutes on a trunk. Nothing but dust and an old pencil. Aha! Okay. That is all but one symbol, right? We're still missing one, but it's something that can be brute forced. Where can we get the money to keep going? Why can't I remember? Protect the poor lass. Lass? What lass? Where did my mind go? Alright, we're good. Otherwise, we'd have to press ourselves up against the wall and just club someone on the back of the head as they come in. Right, okay. I think it kept telling us don't press our luck because the time element. But, talking about time elements, we've got 3 minutes until our clock runs out. But I also do need to go pee. So, and it's 4:45, so this does feel like a good point to wrap up this half. Though we do need to wind down the clock, don't we? Let's go find an obvious place we can wind down the clock. Is there somebody we can talk to for 3 minutes? I mean, we could go into the reception area and see if the manager's down there, right? That seems appropriate. We will ask a few questions of the manager if he's available. As we still need to strike off quite a few people. He's not here. I mean, we have a combo now. If he's not in there... 3 minutes, quick in and out. I think we can do that, right? Yes, we were going to break into a safe, weren't we? No one's watching. Right. We have a brief window to do this in. So... we just got combo. Yeah, there we go. 37, 22, 34. What's the code for it? Left, right, left. So, 37? 22? 34, and click. We have two things, both cost us a minute, and that gives us just enough time. The contract. Copy Miss Mantovani's contract for the seance. Breach for her work, she's been paid £3,000, with a further £2,000 to be paid should she succeed. Staggering sum, even if nothing comes of the event. No wonder she has to come here. And... lots of papers, mostly letters, invoices, accounts, calculations, it seems. Doesn't look good. The manor seems to be on the brink of closure. Seems like the Marquess is betting everything on this seance. He's even pulled all his wife's charitable efforts to focus the money here. Strange way to honor her legacy. Right. Hypothesis unlocked. Well, we were just hanging out in the lobby here. Nothing to see here, right? As we make our hypothesis. Mysteries. Hypothesis for Mr. Varley. Mr. Varley's goal is to conceal Miss Dean's disappearance to protect the manor from exposure? From closure, probably.
Mr. Varley is covering up Miss Dean's disappearance. I should find and confront him about this.
We have 2 people to confront. Though we don't know what... Well, we know where one of them is, but we shouldn't really confront him whilst he's in the basement where we shouldn't be down there, right? I mean, do we know where Mr. Varley is? Varley. Nope, no idea whatsoever. Okay. Right, well, I mean, we can have a quick... Butchers outside the front. Maybe somebody's hanging around out here? Hello? Hello? Anyone? No. No ghosts either. No, right. Maybe in the telegraph room? I've got a feeling our dinner appointment is at 1 o'clock. So we're going to have to go to the dining hall then. Nope, he's not in here. Could be chatting with the staff, I suppose, somewhere. You know what? We can spend that last minute reading a book. Because we had to read about Ognum runes, didn't we? And that does look like our last book propped up on the side there. Let's just have a quick look. Anybody around? Nope, nope, nope. Aha. You feeling better now? We don't need to talk to you. We're going to save the time. And... okay. Lucid dreaming. No, we've read about that. Is this Ogham? Information on Ogham carvings. Read on. That's our minute. It's like these carvings are written in ancient Irish alphabet of Ogham. This book is has a table of letters here. Could this be used to translate the carvings on Mr. Finn's staff? Need to translate the carvings on the staff. Okay, so I'm guessing each letter corresponds to several lines, which letters match each of these lines. 2 dashes. 2 on its own. Mod. Freedom? Freedom! 3. 4. No, single 1. 4. Doubles. All the lines. Single. Slashes. How many is that? Double. 4? 5. Oh no, sorry. Oh no, it's specifically on that side. Oh. There you go. 2. All the lines. 4. Of course, it's written in Irish. Single 1, couple of slashes, all of those, and a double. Ogham means Delashil Androshtom, which means there must be a dictionary here somewhere. Yes, here. My translation is correct. It means unlock the magic to me. Power is a phrase, is tangible, as I think, or speak it. Could we do that to open the portal? Right, we do have a dinner appointment. Magical phrase. I'm gonna go... Well, let's see if we can find some people to confront. Because that's a couple of minutes, right? Having a Barney with someone doesn't take any time whatsoever, right? Though, I think I know where Mr. Varley will be. He'll probably be in the bar, if it's open. Because he takes that shift when the kid is ushering people in and out of the dining room. So, let's try the bar. If it's open. Aha. No, you're doing the dining room thing. Aha. Okay, well, we'll do confrontation in a moment. We'll do stables. Let's see if he's... Other guy has gone back to the stables. Are they still down there? I guess they're still down there for a while. Okay, right. Let's do j'accusing, unless we're not allowed to because he's in his I'm serving dinner mode. Alright, j'accuse?
Mr. Ward, will you be taking your lunch now?
I guess we will then. Alright, we'll have to accuse you afterwards.
I am. In fact, the Marquess has invited me to join him for a meal.
I told you, we had a dinner appointment that we couldn't be late for.
Very good. Let me take you to your seat.
Ah, Mr. Ward. Good to speak with you again. I trust you are enjoying your time with us here at the Manor.
Yes, I've learned that it's a make or break, this whole seance thing. You may be in a little bit of financial trouble.
You will join me for lunch then?
Oh, it's going to take 21 minutes, sure.
Yes. Thank you for the offer. I will admit, it is not often that I get to dine with nobility.
What brought you here, Mr. Ward?
I beg your pardon.
Are you a student of the occult? You are a working man, so I do not think you are here to climb social ladders. Perhaps you lost somebody.
You could say that. Let's play along.
I lost my brother, Eamon. We were firemen.
Were?
I stopped after a blaze took him. I know fishermen who think that when the sea takes them, it's their time to go. I never met a fireman who felt the same about flames.
I am sorry for your loss. My wife, she died in a carriage accident. Same one that crippled our boy. Do you know there are reports of over 100 different ghosts wandering these grounds? But
It sounds like an infestation.
after it happened, I would wheel Walter around night after night, hoping to see her. Eventually, he asked to stop coming. Not long after that, I gave up too. Maybe gave up is being unfair on myself, given this event.
Yes, you pumped a lot of money into this, haven't
I've
you?
somehow convinced myself that if all this is true, this business with the seance, maybe I can see her again. Speak with her again. The silent dinner, Mr. Ward. Will you invite your brother to it?
I guess.
I think I will. Yes.
Apparently he's just always hovering over our shoulder according to the photo we had taken.
I shall have the housekeeper lay a place out for him then. It is at 8 p.m. sharp this evening. You would not want to miss him should he come. Now, if you will excuse me, there is a lot to prepare for later on. Good day, Mr. Ward.
We have to wait here 21 minutes, but he gets to fuck off after one. Alright. Let's track down. Are you willing to talk now? Can we j'accuse? No, we're not allowed to. No, no accusing. Alright. Well, in which case, we shall try and use the magic words to open a portal. Does this work? Also, anybody dotted around? And we completely missed the Catholic Mass. What kind of Catholic am I? I think we're supposed to be Catholic, right? But there's an investigation to be had. We are here to do a job. And apparently we're definitely not getting paid as much as Miss Montavani is. What are we getting paid, like £200? She's getting paid 3 up front, 2 on delivery. Okay. I guess staffs of power and magic words are not going to get us this fucking door open. God damn you. From the get-go, we know this is a fucking spot where the portal is. I guess I need... I guess there's a place of power, isn't there? Where was that? Around the corner somewhere. Real or replica? Well, actually, the druid didn't think much of it, did they? They thought it was a fake. Alright, well, I guess we're not opening a portal. We've got 48 minutes to kill. Oh, no, 38 minutes to kill. Because there's not a lot I can do. Can't do this yet because we don't have the ingredients. Gotta find them somewhere else. Clearly we can't go into the basement still because there's still a couple of people there. No humming here. No, like, we know exactly where we're supposed to open the portal. That's going to get us into the catacombs. But maybe I need a device? Anything unusual we can see? No. Guess everybody else is having dinner. Right. Where could we go? That would be a productive use of our time. Maybe back to the library, maybe try and figure out the hypothesis thing related to the shadowy figure / old gods haunting thing. So I've still got to get the phrase in the right order, don't I? You're just hanging around over here? We've done most of his dialogue things, haven't we? Yes, there's literally 2 more, the device and the seance, which are kind of irrelevant.
Good day. Good.
Anybody else around? Somebody is. Oh, it's you. We've already spoken to you. Nothing. Is the church all locked up now? Well, there's not a short man sinking into the floor over here. guess we could spend some time prod these. No doubt many of the Blakes who were baptized here, but it has not seen use in many, many years. I mean, having the holy water to fight ghosts and demons would probably be pretty handy. Made of gold, it might well be, I suppose. Bible written in English, open on 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Alright, well, as I said, no secret passages in here. So it's definitely the portal from the gardens. We know that because the map of the catacombs we have in our inventory has very specifically walled garden, ballroom, and another option. Wait a minute. Hello? The priest is in cell 4. We know that? Okay. Now, he's definitely in there and not above it. If we could track him down elsewhere, we know exactly where that is in relation to stuff, right? Apparently everybody's in the dining room. And you're taking pictures out there. Okay. The bar's all locked up. These are blockages in the corridor. No. So it means they're... Actually, does it show... It would show them being there, wouldn't it? One would presume. So maybe they have moved on. Let's go back, I suppose. Let's have a quick peek in the basement. I gotta presume though the boxes are still being shifted around. I really want to get into the catacombs, but it's not letting me. We can't go through the ballroom either. This is all locked up now. Oh no, it isn't! Oh! Oh, okay. Well, it was through here, wasn't it? This face. Aha! We'd done all of this. All we had to do was just go in via the ballroom. I thought it was locked again. Okay then, right. This is how we're going to spend our next 35 minutes. Right. Map. Catacombs. I am here. You're in cell 4 over there. Father?
Father Sinnott, are you lost?
Don't play coy with me, child. I saw you come this way last night during the ball. Did you find it? A secret way, further down.
Aye, no. I came here following somebody myself. I didn't know of it before. What are you looking for? A way further down to what?
This is not the only secret buried beneath these grounds.
What evidence do we have? Well, letters to Doyle. Alright, how did you learn of the catacombs? What brought you to the catacombs? I suppose you have me over a proverbial barrel. You might think this very strange, Mr. Ward, but I am searching for something. An entity known as an Aeon. though you may think of it as an angel of sorts, I believe one resides here on the grounds. I'm hoping these catacombs will lead me to it. The Aeon? What can you tell me about Aeons? The closest thing you'll likely know is an angel. On many levels they are similar. Beings of creation sent by Monad, God, to build the universe. Alright, were you at the party last night? Is this how you figured your way down? I was. I assume you too ingested whatever we were given. I did, but not knowingly. You may save your confession. You saw them. The pretense was dropped. We saw through the black iron prison and saw reality for the hell it really is. Would that they understood what we've witnessed, then we could all turn our efforts to freeing ourselves. Alas for them, it was all party games, and so they remain lost. The black iron prison? Tell me about this prison. All of this life is the prison. This realm, filled with material trinkets and lurid flesh, built to distract us from the truth, from enlightenment. Hell is real, Mr. Ward, and we are in it. You've been corresponding with Mr. Doyle? Do you know Mr. Doyle outside of this event, this place? What an odd question. What makes you ask that, I wonder? Seamus was part of my flock. He came here for work and eventually removed himself from the church. And so our correspondence slowed, then stopped. It is his life, his choice. I don't believe you, Father. He had your Bible? Discovered this Gnostic Bible, Father? Would you know what that means? Did you know Gnosticism is an old branch of Christianity? It bears many similarities, but it's still faithful. Believe they know the true nature of reality. And I hope that the knowing of that truth will allow them to find a way to enter the kingdom of heaven, the true kingdom of heaven. All right, let's just leave the zealot alone, shall we?
Go with God, my child.
Right. In here, is there anything? Apart from the patch of dirt here that's suspicious. Or is it supposed to be? I don't know. Okay, right. We are here. Only cell 7 and guard room are potentially open. So, didn't we go... Yeah, this was the gate I was trying to get in when all the shutters came down and we got trapped. There was a cell at the end here where we saw our brother burning to death, right? There's a bench there. So we'd have to scooch around to that. And is this leading up to where we got thumped? Archway. Lead somewhere else. Okay, we'll do that in a moment. Cell number 7. It's locked, but it looks like it was recently used. I wonder who might have a key. Find the key. Well, I mean, there's a guard room here. That one would presume keys could be found in a guard room. No keys pegged on the wall. Actually, nothing interactable in here, is there? Okay. Right. Alright, I guess we just have a poke around, see if we find anything else, but I guess the key is going to be stashed away somewhere else. I could swear when we were, like, chasing stuff through here, there was, like, a symbol on one of these gates. I think it was the one where my brother was burning to death as well. Cell 9 walled garden. Haha. Like so. No lock, of course locked. But it's got things scratched into it. Go on then. This opens up where we suspect. Ah, no. Okay, it's behind one of these statues. The last one along. Okay. So, but we can't go back through that way. Okay. So it's one way only. So we'd have to go back, up and around. And we're going to try that other exit, I guess? Presuming we can get back through. Alright, down and down and down we go. We wanted to go along Scooch, and then we wanted to see where this led. Yeah, I guess we just keep on keeping on. Unless you have keys on you. Can we check here and left keys in the door now? Alright, I think we're just going to have to eventually get key, right? Alright, where does this go? Aha! Right, okay. How do we do these puzzles again? Oh! Right. Calm down, Dooley. I don't think... it's just the way he moved so suddenly and while moving. Yep, I hope this doesn't catch you on. This matchstick eggs, whatever. Okay, Easter egg. Fair enough. That's cute. I kind of like that. So it wasn't another exit out anywhere. Purely Easter egg shenanigans. Alright. So, only cell 9 and 7, but we need key. It's not in the guard room, so it's going to be somewhere else. Recently used. Doesn't look like there's actually anything in there, really, does there? We scooch through. Yeah, nothing. Alright. Do we exit back out through the ballroom, I guess? That way. Yeah, alright. Let's go back out through the ballroom. I mean, we could see what's on the other side, but I doubt this is a secret entrance. No. Nope. And nope, didn't think so. Alright, so that goes into the corridor, and this is into the atrium? Yeah. Okay, where else, what else can we do? we need to find a key. Whoever did the abducting probably has the key. Let's go back down into the basement and see if Seamus and Dara are still shifting boxes. If they've moved on, I mean, we need stuff. We can find them somewhere else, and I can do accusing. If not, we could potentially sneak into the residence. This tower. Quarters. This would stick us here, wouldn't it? I think so. I think this is. We come in there. Yep, they're still down there. Alright, let's just... Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Scooch past. Can we get into the residence? Looks like I need a different, probably specific key. Okay, so no. I mean, we could just do it for shits and giggles and see if we can just wander in and j'accuse. Though I think, you know what? We'll do a save, just in case. Because I want to do something, and we know we can accuse his stuff down that way. I should avoid that. Oh no, it's not going to let me do that. Okay. You know what? We have the most part of a combination lock with symbols. Do we know who has appropriate box? I think it might be in the priest's room. Now we know he's in the basement. Well, no, he's in the catacombs, but if I'm right, I think maybe he had a box in his room. And then we could maybe do some more accusing if we find some incriminating evidence in there. Okay, where is his room again? First floor. Father Sinnott. He's upstairs on that side. So I'm curious, like, obviously, me playing this, it is very much a puzzle game. As I play, I'm revealing secrets and spoilers. Is those of you that are watching, are you kind of half watching and not fussed? Is it a case of you've played already yourself? Or is it that you're fine with these kind of games if you're as a spectator sport, essentially? Like, it wouldn't be a game you'd probably play yourself, but you're kind of cool with me potentially spoiling stuff. Right. Well, we know he's in there, so we can just enter, right? Did he have box with combination things? I think he did. I think we have the combo now. No, he had gun. I forgot he had gun. Okay, so not in here. Who else could have had secret box with weird combo lock? Yeah, so we used that code to get the letters. Are we just going through everybody's room? Probably. I've got like 35 minutes. Oh, sorry, 25 minutes. Okay, unassigned room. Callahan, Dupree. Doubt it's any of those guys. Hisham, Darcy. Probably not. I mean, I don't think it was in Miss Dean's room. Most folk are in the dining room, aren't they? Who isn't? Blake, Varley, Coventry, we've seen outside. Stables, Darcy. Don't know where she is, okay. Skerritt, we've seen out in the church graveyard. Dupree? No idea. Dining room. Ericsson, unknown. Toussaint, unknown. Oh, Finn, captured. Actually, noticing he's going to be in the hedge maze, but... Hunter, down in the basement. Quinn, dining room. You're still in the graveyard. Dining room. She was in the library last time we looked, right? Yes. Is that most people accounted for? I think so. I guess we can always just listen at doors, right? That's unoccupied. That's a closet. Okay. Let's just check every room. We have majority of a combination lock. So we should try it. Can't hear anything. Miss Hisham. Presumably been in. Right. Where's Miss Hisham again? Do I have your records? Why can I not find you? We have our conclusion yet. Like, I don't think we're going to need to get anything else in here. So yeah, we might as well not waste the time, but worth checking. Sketchy materials. She had maps. I mean, we've eradicated her. She's already said she's not going to the thing. She's not relevant to our investigations. I mean, I guess we can get a shoe size as well if we want. There you go. And stuff like the maps. See, that's a fact about sketching stuff, notes. So yeah, I guess we'd never really come in here. Or I just hadn't clicked on the things. Okay, right. So, not this one. Can't hear anything, doesn't seem to be on the other side. I think he's in the dining room. I should double check all of these, but screw it. I'm getting reckless now. We're getting very close to the seance and I still haven't found my target. Okay. No, it's going to be a big old fancy box with buttons on it. The combination thing. Or was it in the luggage? Was it a luggage thing? Might have been. He's outside in the stables, isn't he? Yeah, nothing. No. Yeah, nothing. Nothing back there. I think it might be in Now I'm thinking about it, it might be the luggage. We've already done one thing in the luggage, haven't we? Which was...
So, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
We are indeed. We've done the... that's your indication you've returned home. Okay. Is it nap time, then? Or is it wine o'clock? Right, well, we know for sure she's not in here. I don't think there was a box. Yeah. Nothing else under here. Right. He's still in the graveyard, so I'm pretty confident just walking into his room. Had we looked in his trunk? Yes, because that's where the soul jars were. I close it again. There you go. Alright. So not here. We have a majority of a combination. We can brute force it after that. We have like 5 out of the 6 symbols. Can't hear anything. Yeah. Right. Cold tea. Talking about cold tea, I've got cold coffee here. Yep. Sketches, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're just eradicating rooms at this point. It's Darcy's room. I think she's downstairs in the dining room. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like there's anyone there. Unless somebody's sound asleep. No. You still had the poison in there. That was it. That was one of the other things I needed for the well, wasn't it? It was it specifically said venom, because we were going on about like, okay, the only things that could produce venom are like snake and spider, right? I guess it's just natural instinct to say fuck you to the DM, right? It was a pure gut check reaction. Okay, so we did all of those rooms, all of these rooms. Barbarossa Skerrit. You know what? I'm just gonna go downstairs. I think we'll have a quick poke in the luggage, and then we'll try the other rooms. Trying to figure out where the hell does this combination go to? Number 12 we have a ticket for, right? Anything with weird combo locks. So we've been in there, we got his thing out. That was the Ouija board. 11, 12. It's odd. They are. It's empty. Likely she had unloaded everything into her room before it came down. Trying to hide the invite in the vent. Then nothing else. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing. None of these trunks have the weird lock thing. Just some stationery. Yeah. None of these are interactable in the way I would think. So it's got to be a box in somebody's room. A fancy box. Okay. Any fancy boxes? Why would you want a nap? Like 2 to 3 hours? That's all you need. Pure luxury. Okay. Right. Can't hear anything. Doesn't sound like there's anyone on the other side. Well, spot breaking and entering then. Right. That's his gramophone. Trying to do some lucid dreaming. Nothing under the bed. No. Nothing hiding behind there. No boxes. Nope. Right. Moving on. We're the world's quickest and most efficient cat burglar. I think she's having dinner, can't hear anything. We just want a fancy box. So, no, we've already been into this one, haven't we? In fact, it's used. I think we actually came in this one fairly early. Yeah, nothing. Because we've got the information about like her being ill and everything else. My room. I don't think I'm concealing a box from myself. Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like there's anybody on the side. We have broken into... Literally, hers was the first room we broke into. We... Is that just saying use? So yeah, you've already been in and poked around. Yes, because that's where we found the info about her trying to cut out Miss Dean's heart. Did we get her shoe size? Average shoe size. I presume average and medium are going to be the same thing in this context. Because we're looking for somebody with a medium-sized boot. Mr. Skerritt is out in the church courtyard, if I can remember correctly. Did we check his journal? Various writings, but the one that stands out at the moment is about the upcoming seance. Imagine to actually speak with a ghost. Famous death, yada yada yada. I think I've done that before. Nope, that was new evidence. Okay. It's Bible. Yeah, I guess if it has time, then I've not prodded it yet. Yeah, we've been... Okay, yeah, we've done the number combination to that. And last on least, Miss Barbarossa. Can't hear anything. Yeah. What about Commodore Barbossa? Yeah. Didn't think so. Alright. What the hell does those symbols tie to? I feel like we have seen a box with them on. But it is not chiming any bells for me. Well, we're free to enter here. He's been abducted. He's not going to be bothered. Unless we can just take his staff now that we, I guess we can. Aha. Okay. So best bet here. Do we get to relive what happened to him that night, or... An old vampire. Is it the hag god? Somehow wearing the crown gave me a vision of his final moments. He was talking with his kidnapper moments before being attacked. I think he recognized the culprit as somebody else. Recognition, washerwoman. Okay. Right. We've got to find our washerwoman. Can't hear anything. Yeah, because I think he's somewhere else, wherever it is. I think still at the church. We know we got his cufflinks. Yes, I'm fine. Wasting a bit of time. Various paintings. He's talented, no doubt. Did we look at his art supplies? Various painting supplies. That's not a footstool. Well, it is a footstool, but it's not a opening one. Alright. Just a few more rooms. And then we've checked every room, right? So we need to go McLeod and Lau. That's it. We've done everybody's room then. Yes, yes. The other thing would be if it's like... Wasn't anything in like the lockers, in like the changing room lockers or anything, I don't think. Can't hear anything, doesn't seem like anyone on the other side. She already knows I've broken into her room once already. Why not do it again? Little of interest. Yeah, we've already broken into her safe box. So, nope. Check her boot size. Tall pair, medium boots. And then, last but not least... Can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like there's anybody on the other side. Alright. Apparently doing all our breaking and entering whilst everyone's having dinner is actually the best idea. She got tiny feet. Yeah. Right. That was a combo, which we haven't got yet. It's like unlocking it will require a code of some kind. I'm not sure what it could be. Yeah, okay, so we do still have a combination we need to get. Hold fast. Is that saying hold fast? Looks like it. So it's a naval. It's got a cow belt type thing. Okay, so it's naval. Novel, no. Tarot deck, photographs. Let's stand up to those. Put the cross. Checked her journal. I mean, we're not rooted through everyone's clothes, certainly, but... Yeah, okay, so that's everybody's room. There is one box to unlock. It's in Miss McCloud's, but it's a different type of combo. We have 3 additional pieces, actions on our mind map. We have to do the... Well, we have to confront 2 people. And the missing person hypothesis. Can craft magical charms, wanting to protect. Small shoes. Protestant. Miss McCloud has a small shoe size. Yeah, we have a flash bulb above his head. Alright, well, we can do one of these. Make a hypothesis. Skerritt's goal is to... donate his... wealth and be immortalized as the first millionaire to speak from beyond the grave. That doesn't sound right. Okay. Donate, immortalize, forgotten. Take his wealth and be immortalized. No. Donate his... I'm missing a thing here. Maybe it's immortalized from beyond the grave and donate his wealth and be reviled? No. First... Donate his... I'd certainly take his own life. He was contemplating ways of suicide. He had the dagger and everything. Let's take his own life. Let's take his own life and be immortalized as the first millionaire to that doesn't make any sense either. Okay. Donate from beyond the grave? That doesn't seem right. No, that can't be either. Wait. Okay, let's go back to what we know of him. Right, let's scooch, right. Old gentleman, winter is years, doesn't... what does he mean? Remember his place. What has he planned? Interested in who some of the ghosts might be at the seance. Had no idea what to do with his fortune once he dies. He has no family to pass it on to. There's no family, either close or otherwise. We have already discussed that with him. Suicide. He's willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to achieve his goals. Ceremonial dagger. Found ceremonial dagger. 3 tarot cards. Reading suggests that it sacrifice to gain a new perspective on the world. And 3 digits. This is the relevance. That was to get into his box. Ready to, for his end. Ghost that will speak at the seance. Whichever ghost they can lure in and make them speak. Yeah, like, there's nothing here about, like, speak to a ghost. It's only, like, speak from... the only thing that fits from is beyond the grave. And forgotten? No. Goal is to... He was... Like, we did read his will, and he was donating a bunch of money to something. I can't remember what, though. We should have picked that up. I think we're missing a clue. Do we have to go back to his room? Which one was Mr. Skerritt's room again? Skerritt is... Where is he? He's across the way there. Did we look at everything in his room? And we still have the mystery about the haunting as well. I feel like I'm missing a key word for that as well. Go on. Click the button for enter. There you go. Had to think about it for a moment. Right. We don't need his schedule, we've already got that. And look at his clothes, but that's irrelevant. Will. Starting to reaching this part on who to leave his resources to. He doesn't not seem to have any friends or family. He has had all his money given to him, but he has made nothing of it. He's the last of his family. He has failed to make an empire. He has been rejected by his fraternity. He is alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. He has no legacy to leave. Yeah, I mean, like, when we spoke with him... Sure. We spoke to him about his inheritance and such, right? We can hypothesize that. Well, let's at least try a hypothesis. Mr. O'Finn was taken because he protects the future? The future. No. Again, I feel like I'm recognize the kidnapper from their future, their past. Yeah, okay.
The kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn, and he was intended to be kidnapped. Just not in this manner. But the kidnapper seemingly panicked when Mr. O'Finn mentioned recognizing them from some time in their past, and so they rushed up their plans and took him at the ball, while everyone else was distracted. But before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They have an aura of death about them. Nope. They knew
Well,
O'Finn.
it's true, but it's impossible to know who O'Finn did or did not know now that he's gone.
They suffer no grief. Protected from the fame.
It seemed that she was not interested in him, rather than forced away by some.
All right then. Well, they just not
Bonnie
grieving.
turned away from him. It would be because there was no grief to sustain her. So anyone who was feeling grief from the loss of a loved one couldn't be the kidnapper. I have picked up another.
Well, that is another clue, because a lot of people here because they're grieving somebody.
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Well, the priest isn't grieving anyone. He's here searching for something. Mr. Coventry says he's grieving his wife, but has nothing tangible to prove that. I think he's our number one suspect. We know folks like Miss Lau is clearly grieving. She mourns. They are not in mourning, so we can eliminate you, definitely. MacLeod is in mourning. Blake is in mourning. MacLeod is too small. Hunter doesn't have anything to mourn about. Dupree is mourning his friend as well, so that means we can get rid of that. Miss Murphy, probably a little on the small side. Yeah. Coventry is our main suspect. Sinner is doing his own thing. Hunter was doing stuff to protect MacLeod? This one still bugs me, though. feel like I should just be able to brute force my way into it, but apparently not. Like I said, I think I might be missing a word. Manor is haunted by... one would think it's haunted by ghosts, but... we've tried Shadowy, we've tried the Old Gods, we've tried Fae, right? To escape. I think escape is the word that they're going for. I don't think they're trying to return to... I guess they could be trying to return to a place of power through... shadowy figure whose name is... No, that can be it either. I mean, the gardens were considered a place of power? Like, if, like, return to, like, the overworld, which was... that was classed as the underworld. What was... there was a term for... try all of these again. What if? No. What if? No. What if? No. Just standing in somebody else's room, pondering and thinking out loud to myself. Yeah, I've missed something along the way here. Okay. Is there anything else in here we haven't prodded? Like I said, if it has a timer on it, then it's a thing I've not done yet, right? The cigarettes, sure. It's full of stubbed out cigarettes. We really don't need to schedule. Let's check his clothes. Assortment of clothes. Nothing noteworthy. Personal effects. Yeah, nothing else. We read that book. Nothing on the bed. Nothing under the bed. We got the stuff out of his thing, didn't we? Dagger, card and notes. Yeah. We've literally rinsed this guy. So, what was this deal again? Okay, so we've got to figure out the haunting phrasing. Got to figure out what's going on with Skerrit. I feel like that should be doable, right? Goal is to speak. No. Speak is think it's take his own life. And B... Forgotten? No, it's not forgotten. Speak from beyond the grave. I'm sure I did this. Then take his own life, immortalize the first ghost to speak from beyond. Oh no, I apparently didn't do it in that order. Okay, right.
Mr. Skerritt is planning on killing himself during the seance, so that he will be a nearby and willing ghost, letting him be the one that communicates with the living. He thinks doing this will make him famous in death. I need to find and confront him about this.
Alright, that's 3 confrontations. The haunting thing. We've got to get the haunting thing as well. I don't think that's going to be a confirmation, but it's another thing we can tick off. What do we reckon, folks? Manor is haunted by... Right. What we've established, Tweth Dinan is essentially the old gods. I'm sure of that. Malaysians are the sorcerers. Like the humans. No, the seance is tonight. As you can see, it's only 9 minutes to 2 in the afternoon. This is my first run. So yeah, with the... like midnight on first day of arriving was literally just getting booked into the hotel. Then yesterday evening was going to the Eyes Wide Shut hedonistic party and getting drugged. Tonight is the seance. Haunted by... well, the shadow figure has been around. Crows have been around. The old gods, Fae. Tirna Nog is the underworld. It's all about to go down. Shit's about to get real. They would definitely... maybe invade? No, it doesn't seem right. I'm really messing this bit up, right? Okay, let's read these things. Something more than mere ghosts are bound to Blake Manor. Seen a large shadowy figure. 3 people we haven't spoke to about it because they're all blanked out. Who or what is the shadowy figure I caught a glimpse of? A man, a figment of my imagination, or something more? There must be more information in the library, which led to Fae. Fae are said to be mythical creatures, sometimes cause grief. The Irish otherworld or afterlife, home of the Tweth Dinan and the Fae. Old Irish gods said to once live alongside humanity. Shall learn more about. All sightings of the entity are linked to the hedge maze. Can I learn more there? Saw a large figure hammering at anvil. I mean, he is that. We've already established that. Irish god of smithing and hospitality. Old Irish god of healing, poetry, and hearth smithing, and much more. Now, it was a big guy. Come on, that's big guy with horned helmet, not woman. Not God of Death. Yeah, these guys are not relevant. It is this. Old Anvil. Untouched even by everything but the weather. Old Anvil be connected to the entity. I should revisit the book in the library and see if there are any connections. Are we just in research mode? I guess we are. We've got 9 minutes to kill before we can potentially talk to people. Is there something I missed in the book? Right. Okay. Egyptian medical codes, Irish gods, Gnosticism, Irish mythology. Nothing in the drawers, no. Okay, let's start with the mythology collection of books. So I guess I've looked up these things. Okay, we've got, what did I say, 9 minutes. Let's do Milesians, tribe of mankind, ancient Irish, supposed to thousands of years ago by chieftain brother Eben Finn, Amagun and Eramon, who were all said to be powerful sorcerers. Clashed with the old gods, reached a truce after fighting. They agreed to split the land in half. No, we have read this. We 100% have read this. So I am rereading it. Gods disappeared underground and mankind settled on the land. Did we not read it? Because the time has disappeared now. Got the name about like the splitting. Unless somebody told us. That we got the information from someone else instead. Okay. Let's go with the gods themselves. Or people of Danu. The old gods of Ireland. Which Danu are being sought. Earth mother type entity representing the land itself. Race of beings, each twice the height of a man, with unnatural abilities like the gods of many classic mythologies. Each one had areas of expertise, and there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. He lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled various otherworldly foes. So I guess they could be battling Fae. Battle of Teletu is a fierce battle fought between the Tanith and the Milesians that lasted many days and saw both sides using underhand tactics. Eventually, after too much loss, the truce was reached and agreed that the land would be split evenly. They showed goodwill and the gods let the Milesians choose their half first. They chose the top half. Yeah. True to their word, accepted the deal and went into the other world. Can't find anything. It looks like the books on that have been taken away. I should ask around for more. Right, so that's what I'm missing. That's probably that one other bit. Giants specifically, I've got 5 minutes. What can I get from the other book? No, that was just our observations, which we've already put in our Mind Palace. Alright, then we'll get the giant. But none are so noteworthy as Fionn Mac Cunhale, Bearer of the... I guess that might be my name I'm missing. Bearer of the Thumb and Knowledge, leader of the legendary band of warriors, the Fianna. The Fionn, who has many tales attributed to him. Formation of the Giant's Causeway, creation of Isle of Man. If we get a ping over here, then we know we have our name, and that's what I was missing. Nope. That did not do anything. Because that's not added anything to our lexicon of stuff, has it? No. All we can do is talk to these guys about the specific gods. Most people have been spoken to about it. I guess there's the apprentice guy outside. He was near the stables. We've got 4 minutes. That'll tick the clock for us. Because I think Fiona is in the dining room, yes. We're in the catacombs. You're still at the stables, yeah. Alright then, let's count down the clock. We've got 3 confrontations we can do, which will probably knock 3 people off our list. Well, 3 people, knock them off the list of people going to the seance. Yeah, make the machine tick down a bit, right?
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Right. Do we want the gods specifically, or... I mean, the washerwoman could be useful. We just want to tick down the clock, but I do want other info on these things, don't I? Okay, we'll do this. Do you know anything about the Tirnan Nog? Assuming that you know the old Irish afterlife as such, or since you are Catholic, our version of heaven. I say our, as Irish people, but also that this is what I believe in. So do take what I say with a grain of salt. There are many things that separate it from heaven, of course. I think the most significant is its accessibility. Catholics have to die to get to heaven, but we pagans can find other ways to the other world by less final means. It's not a truly physical place, of course, and defies physical rules. You can access it via the sea or via passages on the land. Once mankind learns to fly, mark my words, we will. We may find gateways up there too. Can't recall quite which, but some faiths took the idea of heaven as up there. Very literally. Crossover between birds and angels, etc., etc. Have an experiment with entering it via dream space, but I digress. To be clear, I'm not talking mythologically here. Yes, there are stories of that. Young Oishan of the Fianna went and came back hundreds of years later. But we, you and I, could hop on horses and get to a passageway by the day's end. And it would need to be the day's end, for they are stronger at night. Or if fear is right, this is a place of power. Then we could remove the need for horses entirely. We've gotten close to the threshold of the other world a few times. It's part of my training. But going there and coming back are not the same thing, so I have only gotten close. That was enough for me. Okay, can we get... Those 2 are discounted. Let's get... Breed. Goddess. Let's see. Member of the Tuath Danan. The goddess of wisdom, healing, poetry, and livestock. A number of things. Sometimes thought to have 2 sisters of the same name in other domains, and sometimes they're all attributed to the one Brie. You'll find her linked to Saint Bridget too. I can't tell you that for free. I can tell you that for free. 2 minutes left. Okay, give me the gods. Literally, it means the folk of the goddess Danu. They are a race that precedes humanity in Ireland. While we know where they are now, or where they ended up as such, where they came from originally is unknown. They are somewhat analogous to gods, though It is more dependent on specific character rather than their race. Or maybe a better way to put it is they are all godlike, but what godlike means is subjective. My last minute. Shadowy, Fey, Milesians. Let's go shadowy figure. Doctor, if I told you I'd seen a large shadowy figure on the grounds, what would you say? Any other place or person you might find yourself in a white jacket. But here, me, I'd say if it's truly large, then it's not a mortal's ghost. Perhaps you're seeing the echo of an old god. One of the Tuath Di Danan. So yeah, like, I think it is shadowy figure, Tuath, and then it's...
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
Right, are we supposed to be anywhere? Delivery final hours. Okay.
I should investigate the basement soon. It seems a large space, and leaving it much longer could mean that I run out of time before the seance begins.
I mean, I've investigated most of it. There's like the... Oh, what the fuck? Personal space, lady! Alright. I've done most of the, down there. Right, okay. Well, you know what? We're going to have another crack at this. Mysteries. So. Shadowy figure called to Athtu and Dinan. Pretty sure they just want to get out. Escape the underworld through a portal. I've done this so many times. It has to be this, right? Why does it not make sense? Return to? That's not right as well. Invade? Lose. Does anything coincide with lose? Hard work? No. Study. Yes, it could be study, place of power through hard work. That seems very... Let's do forge. A portal. Nope. Wants to forge a crow. Yeah, what the hell is this? This is annoying me now because it's been... I would say the shadowy figure is one of the old gods. Want to escape the underworld. Well, otherworld, sorry. Not necessarily underworld, but it's, you know, as stated. People got the top half, they got the bottom half. Place of power. This is 100% feels like the right set of words. But it's clearly not, because we've done this so many times. And we still have these links. These have been... Cold winds don't blow. And crows do not caw. It's Tysa Smithing. Could it be her? The fuck am I missing with this lot? I guess I just have to speak with those two. Maybe I'd get narrowed it down with either of these two folks. Or the old lady. It's not giving me more information. Alright, let's go find the manager and Mr. Skerritt. We can't do the groundskeeper yet, because that's still the basement. And we'll get rumbled. We don't feel like getting rumbled.